going to glue up this piece. I've been sanding all afternoon, so nice little glue up will be good. I'll probably put some weight on it, set it overnight, and then put the nails in tomorrow morning. Can't see me. Well, I did something a little differently with this piece. I cut the pieces, actually that needs to be swished, hold on. I cut the pieces into 2 pieces long ways, so it will kind of look a little more like a gym floor. You know, you kind of see the seams like you can in a floor. Of course, it's not perfect because it's reclaimed wood, and I'm not trying to get it perfect. And honestly, most of the times I try to get things perfect, they're not perfect. So, but that's what I got. So I'm going to, you know, get everything over here, put the glue on, glue the, I think that's pretty ugly, so we don't want it on the back, so we're going to put it on the front. So we will get the glue coming. Again, I always use my Titebond 3, just because it's what I have. I know that the original Titebond is probably cheaper, but like I said, I bought a gallon of this and I have it, and this bottle's handy, and so I just keep using it, and there's no harm in it. Having a little extra layer of water protection is not going to harm it. It does take a little longer. There's a longer setup time for this. It gives you a little more working room, which I appreciate in most cases. This one, I probably don't need it because none of the surfaces that I'm really working with are that big, but to have that option is nice if I needed it, and to have that added layer of just a little water protection is handy. So got it all nice and coated up. Going to, one of these times, I'll remember to record myself cutting these to size, because I mean, it is just me using a miter saw, but it's part of the process. So I should probably try to do that next time. Hopefully there will be a next time. Hopefully some of you will want some of these. I'm doing this video series late, so Christmas gifts might be pushing it, but listen, I'm always up for a challenge. So, in fact, I picked up, I got another project dropped off to me today that will definitely be a challenge, and I'm kind of excited for it. It's not something, part of it is something I have done before, the other part of it is not. So I'm going to refinish a chair, but in that refinishing, I'm just going to set that there. That should get all the pieces down. I also have to recover the seat of the chair. So we're going to see how that goes. But I'm going to let this dry, probably, like I said, probably overnight, and make sure all the pieces are where I want them. One more time. I think this white piece is a little tapered, which is fine. For this piece, it's going to be just fine. So, there we go. So I lied. Stayed here longer than I thought I would. So I'm just going to turn this over and get the nails in tonight. So I'll have that extra layer of goodness there, you know. Probably, actually, definitely overkill with the nails. But since I had different pieces, I wanted to make sure each piece had enough in there. You know, like, hey, Jules, that's enough. I only had one of these, so I still can't find my hammer. Story of my life. So I've got a paint knife, and I'm just gonna set it on top of that nail and hammer that in. Nope, that's not working tonight. It worked great yesterday. There we go. There we go. Let's try this again. Oh, yeah. Ta-da! we'll be framing up next.